Welcome to Millionaire Mindset, where we give you ways and advice to achieve financial freedom. Experts say that almost half of startup businesses fail within their first 5 years. In this video, we're going to talk about the 8 most common mistakes that entrepreneurs make in their first 1 to 3 years of being in business. These tips are not abstract, don't give up advice type of stuff. These are specific mistakes that could save your business one day. But before going further into this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Press the notification bell so it will notify you whenever we upload a new video. And lastly, leave a comment below. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 1. Not working hard enough. As Elon Musk says, during the survival phase of the business, you need to put in 80 to 100 hours of work a week, every week. This action is vital when you're starting a business. It's vulnerable. Anything could take it down at any time. The survival phase usually lasts 1 to 2 years. It might last a lot longer than it depends on the industry and external events to your business, but also on discipline and hard work. During the survival phase, you make just enough to get by. You make an okay amount of money, but your expenses are too big for you to reinvent into serious campaign growth. See how dangerous this phase is. If you can't take the pressure during this phase, don't even think about starting a business. Number 2. Quitting too early. It isn't just about not giving up and working hard. We often set goals when we're happy, and when we're happy, we're optimistic. Don't get us wrong. Being an optimist is fantastic, but you also need to be realistic in business. Setting goals when you're in positivity mode will influence you into setting hardly achievable deadlines. Also, when we set goals, we often fail to consider all issues that will pop up out of nowhere along the way. For example, let's pretend that we are in 2019. We're about to ask for a loan from a bank to start a business. We have a list of goals and projected revenue. Who would have thought that a worldwide pandemic would slow everything down? You can't know it all. And these issues will slow down the process. Many entrepreneurs get discouraged too early because they aren't hitting their goals. One thing that will probably seriously help you is understanding that the success curve is exponential. Success creates even more success, like a snowball effect. So don't quit too early. Success might be just around the corner, and you're about to quit? That would be a shame. If you have a plan, just execute that. If you believe in your idea, go for it. Number 3. Ego. Now this might sound like you should stop caring about everyone, but that's not the case. There's a small percentage of people you should listen to, and they're into 2 categories: your clients and people that are where you want to go. If your ego is too big for you to accept your mistakes, you'll fail. You need to listen to the feedback that your clients give you. That's extremely important. Negative feedback is gold. It helps you improve your product and customer satisfaction, which will provide you with more clients, thus more profit. Second, you must listen to people where you would like to be. They're mentors. People that have already done it before can tell you what you should and what you should not do. Number 4. Focusing on too much stuff. When you're committed to something, you should have focused on that and only that. You can't get distracted by the other 100 opportunities in 100 different industries when you're in a particular business. You can't do everything, and you definitely can't do everything at once. Very few people can achieve success in different industries, but they give a level of sacrifice that most of us are not willing to give up. The best example is Elon Musk, who works in a space exploration industry, automobile, artificial intelligence, and even the medical field. As an entrepreneur, you'll have a lot of ideas, but you can't go from one to another like that. You need to focus on one thing until you either succeed or fail. Focus on what matters the most. Develop the full potential of an idea before moving on to another one. Number 5. Thinking that you'll have it easy. Here's something that these online gurus won't tell you. the most probable outcome for you and your business is a failure. It is just how the world operates. To improve the odds of success, you need to understand the reality of things. It will motivate you to work harder. Why? Because fear is the best motivator out of all of them. As humans, we all do what we do for two reasons: to avoid pain and gain pleasure. Avoiding pain is much more motivating than achieving satisfaction, and that's what you can leverage. These online course sellers want you to think the opposite, and that's the exact message they send out when saying things like making $1 million in just 3 months with just their computer and an internet connection. They make it look easy, but it's not. Number 6. Wasting money as soon as it comes. Let's pretend that you've been in a business for exactly 1 year. You're already past the survival phase and you're starting to make a serious amount of money. The cash doesn't just go into your business. You get to take home a big chunk of that cash, let's say $250,000. When this happens, most entrepreneurs let it get to their heads. They get cocky and they look the other way. That's precisely when reality strikes. Competition has it better and you lose. As soon as you lose focus, someone else comes after you, trying to put you out of business. We know this isn't nice, and most people don't want to hear this, but we're not here to tell you what you want to hear. We're here to tell you the truth. As long as you want to be in the business, you can't lose focus and momentum. Otherwise, one of two things will happen. You will stop growing, or run out money and fail. Number 7. Not thinking big enough. You can interpret this advice in 3 different ways. First, micromanaging for too long. In the beginning, you'll have to do everything in the business because you won't have much help. Entrepreneurs often get into the habit of managing everything, and they keep doing that even when they don't have to. Some of them are just too paranoid about this. Micromanaging will soon limit your growth. You have to let go of the small things and work on the business, not in the industry. 2. Not seeing the bigger picture. You should focus on what matters. Minor setbacks that won't matter in years or even months aren't worth your time. Always look for the bigger picture. As an entrepreneur, you are the visionary. You have to be the one that always looks forward to the next big thing instead of focusing on the current small thing. 3. Not thinking big enough. Your mindset will often limit your potential, and this is so true. When you succeed, you'll start to play not to lose instead of playing to win. Big dreams, visions, and goals fade away as you don't want to lose what you build. But this will seriously hinder you from delivering even more results. If Elon Musk weren't a big thinker, he'd still be living off the sale of PayPal back in 2002, and there would be no Tesla, SpaceX, and The Boring Company. Number 8. Caring about what others say. You might say that mistake number 3 talks about listening to feedback, but now you want us to not care about what others say? Okay, fair enough. Let us clarify. Have you ever pitched your idea to someone and they ditched it? It hurts a lot. That's one of the reasons why people get discouraged in business. Entrepreneurs see something that others do not. They're problem solvers. Most people can't see what they're seeing because they don't have the same perspective and information. And it's not just about the people that genuinely don't believe in your idea. There are also legit haters. These people are a real problem, especially since we're all connected with social media. When you do something, someone is going to hate on you. It doesn't matter whether you do what you do or the complete opposite. Someone's always going to come after you with hate. You need to understand that hate, especially in social media, does not come from the actual opinions of people. Most of them are actually in pain and have issues. You should genuinely feel sorry for them. They have serious problems that need addressing because they spend their time trying to take other people down. Remember this: misery wants company. So miserable people will always try to bring you down somehow. That's our list for today. We hope you are inspired to start or continue your dream business. Join us again in Millionaire Mindset for another round of tips on achieving your financial freedom. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.